Hi, I'm Simon from Motodrome. Now today we're going to take a walk around and a drive of this rather lovely 1963 Daimler 2.5 V8 automatic. Very early car, this one. Two videos, one walk around, one driving, plus a bit of starting and idling action at the beginning of the driving video. Hope you like them. Okay, so look around this rather super 1963 Daimler 2.5 V8 automatic. Obviously looks very much like a Mark II Jaguar because it is the same body shell, but instead of the straight six engine, the Daimler has the Edward Turner designed 2.5 V8, which is creamy smooth. 99% of them are automatics, and certainly at this age they all are, until the later 250 V8 came out, and then there were a few manual overdrive ones. But this one is auto, as they all are at this age. Comes with the plate as well, 616XKR, which is quite prescient. We'll just take a slow walk around it. Obviously, I think the colour's called Imperial Maroon on these. As somebody pointed out online, it is the same colour as the Inspector Morse car, although that is a Jaguar rather than a Daimler. But I can kind of see where he's coming from. And it is really nice, sits very well. Just very correct in every respect. Spec-wise, it's got wing mirrors and extra door mirrors as well. Obviously, you might want to take the door mirrors off because a little bit of overkill, but they are a bit better in general use. It's got the twin exhausts. Really lovely red leather interior, which we'll come on to in a minute. Just a super car. Really is. Right, we'll start around the front end and try and pick out some good bits and bad bits. Let's start with the chrome. The chrome looks like it's fairly original, in fairness. There is a bit of pitting on the overriders, but the front bumper's actually pretty good. Yeah, a little bit of pitting here and there on the overriders. The rest of the chrome around the front end, including the Daimler grille, is all good. That's one area to look at up here, is where they've been leaded. You can kind of see a very, very faint shadow just around there, but it's not lifting or anything. But this side, no, this side's a lot better actually. There is a little bit of bubbling just on the back here of the side light unit on the swage line. A little bit of bubbling just there. Hasn't broken through the paint though. Bonnet is all nice. Near side, let's have a look at the panel fits down there. That all looks really good actually. Yeah. Around the side light, it's all good. We've got a little chip just there on the back of the near side front arch. That sill area and up the A-post is all good. A little bit of touching in has just gone on just there on the scuttle. Bit of touched in paint. But screen is nice, roof is nice. Front passenger door is all good, and so the fit is very good indeed. The door handles on these, because they're Mazak rather than chrome, always get some pitting. That's actually not too bad, that one there. And this interior, as I say, it's very, very original. Headlining's obviously been replaced. That's in good order. Dashwood is all good. It's got a Radiomobile radio, but I can't seem to make that work, so it may just be for show. But the seats are in very good shape. Door cards are probably the original, and there's one or two sort of areas of wear on them here and there. I can't really criticise much more than that. The carpets are very nice, and so the wood is excellent. Let's move to the back door. Chip down there on the back edge of the sill. And what's that? No, just a piece of dirt. Again, some pitting on the rear door handle here. But again, in the back, first class. And say door card, I think, is probably the original one. Headlining is all nice. Parcel shelf is all good. Tiny bit of bubbling just there on the near side rear wing. And a couple of marks on the rear spats, boot lid is all very nice. The paint is actually generally really good on this one actually. Obviously restored at some point in its life. We've got a paint bubble just there on the boot lid. Pitting on the Mazak again there, and it'll be the same on the light units. Rear bumper I think is the original. There is some pitting on it, especially on that side down there, but it's a long way from needing re-chroming. Just a nice original bumper there. Let's look down the offside. Again, panel fit superb. Offside rear wing is all very nice. Up here on the roof, what have we got there? A little blemish in the roof just there. I haven't been through the history yet, so I don't know when it was restored. Clearly it has been at some point. And it all looks good along there. Oh, that door's locked. We'll come back to that in a minute. Actually, I'll do that now. All right, back again with the door open. And again, first class inside. That C-post trim is a little, well, a little worn or replaced, not quite properly, should we say. Rear door card, again, that's the original. We've got a slight split down there. But again, wood is good. Back of the door is good. D-post is good. Offside door. A couple of tiny chips on it. Just there and right on the bottom edge. Offside front wing is all good. Let's have a look inside. Driver's armrest, a bit worn just on the edge there, but again, these armrests are, well, they're over 60 years old, as are the door cards, I think. Interior is just gorgeous, it really is. You've got your twin armrests there, driver and passenger, showing 81,000 miles. We'll have to have a look at the history to see how genuine that is, but on first glance, it could well be true. But yeah, I like this. Let's go back to that door card again, because yeah, so the driver's door card is looking a little bit tired, should we say. It's usable, but it probably could be restored if you tuck it back in round there. But you may want to invest to make it perfect, a new set of door cards. But I think she's a lovely car, I really do. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495, or you can go to our website, which is www.moto-drome.com for any more information.